just on here. I thought I'd pop on here. Uh, I'll just wait and see who comes on. If anybody, who knows? Nobody might not show up, but that's okay. Because it's kind of a strange time. And I've got my phone, so if somebody does come on, I can pop up, see it pop up. Yeah. Uh, well, hi. I'm glad you can join me. This is just gonna be a question. What? Hi, Sue. Uh, if you got any questions, you can ask me. Uh, and if there's anything you want to know, it's going to be a question, and I'll try to answer it the best I can. Bella is right here. You want to give him some sugars? You want to give him some sugars? Here, give him some sugars. Oh, she's always but right beside me. So how's everybody doing? I took the little lady across the street to Bowling Green. Oh, that was a long trip. Plus, we had two roadblocks that's tearing up the roads and repave them. So it even made it seem longer. Because, like I said, we're an hour away. All right. Hi, Connie. Uh, yeah, we're an hour away from, as I was telling the ladies, uh, this is just a ask anything and I'll try to answer. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's hard. That's hard. I can't even imagine that. Bless its heart. But you know, it's in heaven. It's taken care of. But I know that don't take her pain away from her. That's an end time thing. I know several ladies. My niece uh, has lost miscarriage, and it's hard. So my heart goes out to her. Yeah. Lord, we come before you right now. We lift this family up that has lost this baby. We never know why, Lord, that something like this happens. Only you know. But give them peace that surpasses all understanding. Help them to feel your presence right now. And Jesus, just wrap your arms around this mom and this uh, young man and just hold them tightly. Help them to feel your presence in this matter. In Jesus' name, amen. Anytime, sweetheart. Sonia, hi. I'm looking on my phone because on the tablet, the stuff disappears. So I have to keep pressing, and I'm afraid I'll press the wrong thing. So I got it up on my phone so I can see it. So if there's anything you want to know about me and Bella, now's your chance to ask. Tomorrow is Thursday. I have nothing planned tomorrow. Uh, so I'll be diamond painting tomorrow. Today I have diamond painting. Oh, let me tell you, that's a long drive. And by the time I got there, my knee had stiffened up and I couldn't hardly get out. Hi, Cecilia. Hi, Kathy. Yes, I am staying cool. As matter of fact, it has cooled down here. Um, it it's supposed to warm back up Saturday and Sunday. Are you jealous because I'm talking to them, not you? Yeah, stress can mess your whole body up. So please take care of yourself. I do. No, she's rotten. I tell her about she's rotten. She is absolutely spoiled rotten. But she's a good baby. Uh, Today, I left her in my bedroom with the door shut. That way, it would give her a bigger space. Glitter Angel said she loves you. You love her. You do. uh, I'm trying to think of. Oh, well, bless your heart, Cecilia. I'm praying for speedy recovery, no complications. In Jesus' name, there you will get healed faster than they even are telling you. That is absolutely true, Jill. We spoil them. I've been sewing since I was about 12, 13. I remember the old Sears and Roebuck books back in the day you'd get. I was terrible with patterns. My sister gave me a few, and I'd lay them out, cut them out, and then I'd have extra pieces going, where's this go? So, my first dress I made, I looked at the picture I was about 18 then, and I looked at the picture and made the dress. I still can see it to this day. It was pink and had little bitty polka dots in it. It was my favorite. It flared out at the bottom. It had a boy step. Yeah, that was my first one. Yes, you need a fur baby. Fur babies are excellent company, and they'll love you no matter what. Whether it's a cat, puppy, I'm considering them my fur babies. Other, like horse and all those, they have hair. Thank you. Yes, oh, let me tell you. When I was young, I had hamsters. They were so fat. But at that time, I was taken to Latin for seizures, and one of them bit me. He slept for 2 days. I was scared to death. Well, my mom called the vet and told him. He said, "Well, what has happened? Tell me what happened before he fell asleep." "Hi, Kim." I said, "He bit me." He said, "Is she taking any kind of medication?" Mama told him. He said, "He'll be fine." Yes, he brought the blood, that little stinker. Oh my, wasn't you styling? I remember bell bottoms. And it seemed like the bigger they were at the bottom, the cooler you were. Well, of course you was. You had bell bottoms you'd made. Hi, Connie. This is a asked anything question. Oh, what a pretty name. I like the name Sebastian. Yep, two Connies. But it's, you can ask any question and I'll try to answer. Probably right now I'm having to be really selective on what I'm eating uh, because I go this month to get my AC and I'm trying to get it down to 7 so I don't have to go on insulin. So I'm watching my carbs. Now, let me tell you, as soon as I take that test and it's below 7, I will have a cooking video. I'm sure he was. Of course we spoil our fur babies. Hello, Miss Piggy. Yeah, and I've learned as long as I watch my carbs, uh, I can keep it under control. So that's why she gave me 2 months to get it under control. And I said, okay. Thank you, Kathy. I have to do like Kiss to say. Oh, my mom was such a good cook. What was, oh, I know what it was. She made a egg custard pie. I've never found the recipe. Uh, Cause she didn't have access to all these ingredients. I have found recipes, but it's got all this stuff that I know my mom didn't have. And then she'd make a meringue topping, and it'd be about that thick. The pie'd be about that thick. The meringue would be about that thick. And she put it in the oven, get it golden brown. That was so good. But I have not found that recipe. That's good, Connie. Just keep up what you're doing and try to watch your carbs, and you can possibly even be taken off of that one, maybe. Yes, it was very yummy. And I still can see it. She'd set it on the stove when she bring it to be cool by the time supper come around, and we'd walk by just drooling. You take care, sweetheart, and I'll continue to pray for you and your family. Kim, are you gonna have any videos I went on yesterday? Are you okay? Oh yes, my dad had a horse called Charlie. That's what he'd work his garden up with, and we had a huge garden. And Mama would can most of it. Uh, Next week, oh, I could have a video of that. I'm gonna get some tomatoes, and I don't can them. I freeze them. So if you guys would be interested in seeing me put away tomatoes, because that's mostly what I eat a lot of is tomatoes. Uh, so I'm gonna get some from the Amish store, uh, and put them. You blanch them, you let them cool, then you put them in the freezer bags and freeze. Okay, I will. As soon as I get them, there will be a video on how I do it. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper Blackberry. I I have to check my sugar all the time. Right now, my insurance won't pay for a new sugar tester. What's those called? No, they're not called sugar testers, but I can't think of what they're called. So, right now I haven't been able to. My favorite diamond painting to do is landscapes. Uh, I think landscapes is my all-time favorite. Yeah. I was trying to think. And diamond painting's so hard. Miss Bella's laying right here against me. She's been up here giving me sugars. Well, see, my insurance says since I'm not on insulin, then I don't need the tester. So the doctors and me are in a fight with them. That's why when I had cancer, my insurance fought with me and the doctor because they said I didn't need certain things. So we every time I'd have to be tested on how my cancer was going, we'd have to fight the insurance before I could get the test. Yeah, insurances have gotten crazy, which y'all probably have seen that. Wait. Oh, no, Kim. I don't know why doctors do that. Bless your heart. Yeah, when they start, they'll you'll be doing good, and then they'll change and throws your body all off. Like Dr. Zoo put me on thyroid medicine. I was doing good. Notice I ain't trembling. Well, I might now because I'm nervous. But I'm not trembling like I used to. Well, I went to get checked, and this crazy doctor up here said, well, your thyroid numbers are up, so I'm going to raise your thyroid medicine. I thought she meant the medicine that Dr. Zoo, which is a specialist, had me on. No, she put me back on the stuff. So, yeah. Cecilia, you don't worry about that. You just get better, okay? That's your main priority right now is taking care of you. So you don't even worry about that, sweetie. Kim, give Miss Piggy a hug and a kiss from me and Bella. So are y'all working on specials like events or themes? Are you any of you working on those right now? I was gonna work on one, but with all these diamond paintings, I had no beach scenes. It was like I couldn't even find one with a little pond in it. But I think I've got them. I just can't find them. Yeah, you know how that is with a million and one diamond paintings you have. But you have to remember, we're not just diamond painters. We are collectors. That's what I keep telling myself. I don't have too many diamond paintings. I'm a collector. That's my second hobby. That's true. Let me see. Do I have fish? No. I know I have a cabin by the lake, so that necessarily could be beach because you go to the beach. I could make up a story with it. Oh, that sounds pretty. That's right. Well, you, if I wasn't afraid to move my thing, I'd show you. There's a shelf to my side over here. Got material. So it's material and diamond paintings. Oh my goodness. That's extremely high count. Yeah, somebody asked me the other day, said, Linda, oh, thank you. Uh, said, will you get done with your diamond paintings this year? I said, uh, maybe 3 years from now. No, maybe 2. I'm going to say 2. 3 might be stretching. I think 2. I accept her hug. I had a chihuahua back in the day when I was a teenager, and his name was Tiny. Oh, that's a lot, Connie. Uh, and his name was Tiny, and he lived to be 20 years old. He was so old and feeble, and I took him to the doctor, and the vet checked him over, and he said he is fine. Long he's got a strong heart. You just enjoy him while you got him. Well, he lived to be 20. My dogs usually do live to be 20, unless, an accident or something happens. Yeah, I think we all have a lot of uh, somebody's messaging me. Uh, they're having a problem. Uh, so that's why I stopped and read their text. I'm trying to help them through. Um, what was I talking about? Oh my goodness. See how my mind is. So aged. It really is. No, uh, she just calls me that. My sister, Tony, lives in Wisconsin. Hi, Star. Is your voice better? I've been praying for you, dear sweet one. Uh, and she just calls me that because we talk a lot every day. Matter of fact, we're texting back and forth to each other. Tell him I said hi. Yeah, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to pop on here and whatever questions they want to ask me, they're free to ask. And I'll try to answer. You take care of yourself, Cecilia. You have a blessed evening. Oh, right. Good to hear, Star. I'm so glad. I missed your voice. It just ain't the same. If I was there, Cecilia, I'd give you a big hug. Yeah, I thought, okay, I'm just going to pop on. And just let it be a surprise. Because I'm pretty bad. I know if I set a time, I might get busy and miss the time. So that's why I just popped on. I was sitting in there in the living room and I thought, okay, right now is a good time to do it. I The little lady that usually asks for my help, her husband's at home from work, so he'll help her. And this way, I'm free. What's the weather like where you're at? It's been extremely hot here. It's been rainy. Now, this week, it's just been extremely hot. Well, I mean, last week. Now, yesterday, we had a rain, and it had cooled down to the upper 80s. I know, that sounds kind of strange. Yeah, that's about what it is here now. It's 82 now. Today, while we was in Bowling Green, it was 87. Of course, you got to remember, in town, there's all that blacktop. Out in the country, there's less blacktop to attract that heat. Uh, so, by Saturday, it's supposed to be up in the low 90s. See, that's the problem here. The heat ain't so bad, it's the humidity. Yeah. And the rain, if you have a lot of rain and you got arthritis and fibromyalgia and all that other stuff, that damp weather, yeah, it doesn't help you. Oh, wow. Yeah. This, I saw where Louise over in the UK was talking about how extremely hot it was over there. And then I was watching this other show in the UK, craft show, and they was talking about how unusual it was uh, with the heat over there. This weather's just been crazy. Yeah, every time the, every time the air kicks on, I think, oh, there's money going out the door. But I keep my set on 75. I probably could set it up a little bit more. Uh, but my electric bill is not through the roof uh, like a lot of people. So once I see it, the electric bill starts going up, I'll set it, the thermostat up so it don't kick on. Try to keep it from kicking on so much. Isn't that unusual for you, Sonia? See, my sister lives in Fargo, North Dakota, and Minnesota and her area has had tornadoes, and she said it was very unusual for them to have tornadoes. That's what I'm saying. It's a crazy time we're living in. But we know, as crazy as it gets, we still know who is in control. I got my tablet hooked up to the charger just in case I didn't want any in the middle it to cut off. And it was like, okay. Hi, Carol. You doing good? Yeah, it has. You remember me putting videos of my yard back in the spring when my tree was in full bloom. It's dying. My big tree in my front yard. I don't know if lightning, I was going to say electric, I don't know if lightning hit it or what's happened. There's so many, the tops dead. There's big dead limbs. I got to get the maintenance guys over here to check on them. Um, this it used to be so full you couldn't see through the tree. Now you can see through. It's yeah. I know it was always so pretty, and I enjoyed it so much. I'm working on a stars quilt. It's just blocks. Uh, it's going okay. I will show you progress as it comes along. Uh, but it's not turning out the way I had it envisioned in my head. But it's still okay. You know, it's still okay. I'm not saying that. But I just had something totally different in my head planned. And it's not coming together that way. Have you ever done that? You, uh, as you're crafting, you got this ideal in your head and you just know it's going to turn out that way. And when you get it done, you stand back and you say, that turned out nothing like I planned. Well, that's me. But when it's all said and done, it usually is okay, and I still use it. It just not what I planned. Yes, you do, Connie. I agree with you. If I lived closer, I'd come and help you. Get you some good music going and just go in and sit down and just start. That's the big thing, is start. Because I know when I have to, when I was destashing stuff, I kept putting it up, putting it up. Then finally it was like, okay, I gotta get it done. And once I started, it was okay. Hi, V. As I was telling everybody earlier, this is a ask anything question, and I'll try to answer. Hey, Connie, we probably all can agree with that. I have a little bit of craft all through my house. I totally understand that. My craft room starts from my living room and ends into my bedroom. Uh, yeah, so it's that we are inventors. We're actually not letting it take over. We're inventing things. Inventing. Invention. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, we're that. Bella scooped me off the bed. I'm sitting in my bedroom, uh, and she's, instead of laying this way on the bed, she's laying, like here's the bed, instead of laying this way, she's laying that way. So she keeps scooting against me, and now I feel like I'm sliding. Okay, okay. She just looked at me like, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Emily, how sweet. Well, Girls, you just tell yourself you're not being messy, you're not out of control, you are creating. Oh, well, let me tell you what Bella did to that. I was in the kitchen washing those hangers you see over there. Uh, and yeah, I bought them at a fantastic price. Uh, and I was washing them before I used them. And I come in the living room, and the cushion I sat on, and the couch, not the couch cushion, but the cushion on top of the couch cushion, she had all the cotton dug out and was just sitting there looking at me. I said, I really should be mad at you. That's right, Star. We are just creators. Yes. Well, see, it's giving you something to do, Sonia. Without your crafts and your creations, say, how boring life would be. Where's the weirdest place I found a drill? In my paintings. How? How did a drill get in my paintings? I went to the bathroom and there it was. It was like, how did it get there? So that's the weirdest place. Yeah, I have learned if you've got OCD really, really bad, you can't diamond paint. Because finding drills everywhere through the house and on you would drive them crazy. I was at the doctor's office the other day and done like that, looked down, there was a drill stuck to mine. Yes, your bottoms of your feet. Yeah, most definitely. I have found them on her also. Uh, when was it? Last week sometime. We were sitting on the couch watching TV, and I looked down. She had a little gray square drill. And it's hard to get out of all that hair. Star, have you found drills on Pixie and Ollie? Y'all are up close, so I have to do this. That's true. It does make for a sparkle. Now, the other Friday night, I was sitting at church, and I was sitting there, and I kept thinking, what's that sparkling? What's that sparkling? And it was before church had started, and under the pew in front of me, and I bent down and picked it up, and it was a drill. So I knew it either had to fall off me or the girl next to me, because she diamond paints too. So I don't know which one of us did it. Oh no! Well, I could see what you would think it was a tick, 'cause they're little bitty, like a diamond. Yeah, I'm used to finding them. And it's like you're so careful with them. It's like, how do you spill so many drills? Because when like if I'm diamond painting for a long period of time during the day, I'll get up and it's like little drills everywhere on the floor. I have to get the broom to sweep them up. There's no way you can pick them all up. That's what I said. I said they tried to escape out of our containers. It's not that we do it. It's like my car, in one part here, there's a big long straightaway. And it's almost like you're on the interstate. I always catch myself going 60. Yeah, I'm telling on myself. And it's a 55. So I'm not too far off. And somebody said something, and I said, look, it's not me, it's my car. Oh, yes, like at church, that little drill. So I knew I had to carry it in. Oh, that's gonna be cool. See, now is that something like junk journaling, creative journaling? That's hard to say. Uh, is that the same? But they just call it different. I thought about starting junk journaling. First of all, that's so hard for me to say. Junk journaling. Try to say that 3 times fast. Uh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I see now what you're saying. You guys are going to have to talk to me. I don't know what to talk about. That's unusual. Me not knowing what to talk about. But if y'all done videos, you know sometimes it's hard. Hi, Derek. You know it's hard to find something to talk about. Derek, it is. Ask any question and I'll try to answer. That's what this is all about. I think so. You're right, Kim. Oh no. I'm so sorry about that. And how old is she again? No, I did it live way back sometime last year, but it was a little short live. Uh, so this is the second time. Yeah, she's little. You'll just have to work with her. Uh, yeah. And this one is just here. Oh, Champ helped her. Maybe he was her lookout so she wouldn't get caught. I know you was looking forward to working it. Had you started it yet? I'm really new at computer stuff. Uh, oh, okay. Uh, I'm learning as I'm going. I can do a little bit more now than when I first started. That's absolutely true. She can save them and use them for something else. Is Miss Bell feeling better? I've kind of scooted down the bed and she's up at the head so she can lay across the bed. Now remember, my bed is a twin bed. So when I say a 7-pound dog is laying crossways, it don't take much to take up the space. Of course, when I bought this bed, I lived in a tiny, tiny apartment. You're welcome, Sue. No, I have never got to go. Uh, the church had talked about going, but just happened. Everybody that goes says it's wonderful. It was pouring down rain yesterday, and I was over at my neighbor's helping her with some things, and I come back, and then it poured down some rain. Well, after that, I took Bella outside. I'd forgotten left my car gas there. Yeah. So last night, when I got in the car, I had to put the sweater that was in the back seat in my seat. Yeah. Can you see my diamond painting? There, there, and there. Well, how am I going? This one. Yeah. And this wall here, yeah, it's a diamond painting. It's everywhere. Then in those pictures is my grandson and my son and his first wife, my grandson's mom. Then over here is those diamond paintings. Over there is diamond paintings. Hi, baby. You say hi to me. You say hi. You say hi. Oh, yes. Oh, sugar, sugar. Sugar, sugar. Sugar, sugar. uh, the girl that lives up above me, she diamond paints. And she was showing me, I was helping her actually move. And I saw them and I said, what is this? And she said, it's diamond painting. And she showed me, how it worked and everything. And I thought, wow, that is pretty. And then I was at Joann's and I bought my very first diamond painting on sale because at first I thought, I can't afford these. That was before I knew about Timu and all of those. And I thought, I can't afford these. And so I found one at uh, Joann's and brought it home, and I was thrilled. My son lives in Horse Cave. Oh, really? Sonia said hi that way. Dara said hi. Oh, she's a sugar giver. Somebody said, oh, the next door neighbor said, oh, you let her lick you. She's a dog. I said, if dog swallowers killed me, I'd be dead a long time ago. Me, I've had babies that look like that. I get, I get it done, and I'm going, what is this? It's like, yeah. But once you do that first one, I don't care what it turns out to be, you are hooked. Yes, I'm telling you, there's only two things. You either love it or you hate it. There's no in between. Now, 2 years ago, I sent my sister some diamond paintings for Christmas. She didn't like it. She gave it to her son-in-law's cousin, I think, and she loved it. Now we're not calling it a hoarder. We're calling it, we're collectors. We're collectors. That sounds better. We're collectors of fine art. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. I think the sparkles what gets you hooked. I don't think if they didn't sparkle, you wouldn't be hooked. Now that's my thing. It's that sparkle that hooks us. That's right, Connie. We're collectors of crafts. Here I go, scooting off the baby. You're going to have to lay this way. Yeah, that way. You want to, you want, you want to say hi to everybody? You want to look at that? Look, you want to say hi to them? No, no, no. It is common. You can have a very stressful day, I have found, and start diamond painting, and it totally takes the stress. Yeah, diamond painting you think would be stressful because you're having to concentrate on finding the colors, placing them, but it actually calms you down. You have a nice evening, Connie. Have a peaceful night. And thank you for coming on and spending some time with me. Or should I say, spending time with us. Has anybody counted how many diamond paintings they have? I thought about doing that. Just counting. I'm with you. V. It's almost scary. It's like, okay, if I count them, then I'm taking the fun out of it. Wow, that's a lot. That would be exciting, though, to go back through 'em. Because to see, you could have a whole video on showing, going through your canvases. That day that KY Philly took us through her craft house, it was like, I would love to go through there and look at her diamond paintings. Oh no, what have you done, Sue? Hold on. I have to answer that because that's the little lady across the road. And I answer it because something might be wrong. Sorry. She has. And no, well, I'm doing a live, but that's okay. Hey, yeah, I'll call you when I get through here because I'm going to tell you something. You know what you asked me, they did. They just text me. So I'll call you back. Bye bye. Okay, I'm back. Oh no, you went down the rabbit hole. Okay, take care, darling. Yes, you know, people are always showing where they find diamond paintings. I have yet to find any diamond paintings anywhere other than the stores or if I go online. I look at yard sales and I haven't found any. So when I go on the 127 and the roller coaster, I'll be sure to keep my eye out. I have I'm I always make a list of what I'm looking for. Uh, During those two yard sales, and lo and behold, sometimes I find it's like, thank you, Jesus. Uh, so this time I'm needing a chest drawer, so I'm looking for a chest drawer and material. Yeah, I know. Like I need more. Actually, I need stuff like the backing. I have the material that makes the quilts. The quilt tops. Uh, I don't have some of the backing. My bras aggravate me to death. Uh, and diamond paints. Those are the three things I'm looking for. Anything else is kind of okay. What's the weirdest thing you found at an estate sale, Carol? I just had a sharp pain go through my hand. I bought a house. Oh, I bought a house in the rabbit hole. Now I understand it. I see it. Sorry about that, Sue. I totally saw something totally different. I still haven't got to the eye doctor because stuff kept happening. And first it was my brakes, so I had to reschedule. Of course, my eye doctor is so packed. He's so booked. So then that put me like 3 months out. Then my brakes went out. That put me further out. Then the gas line. So that now I'm into September. But as fast as the months are going, we'll be here in September. I'm so happy that y'all are here spending time with me. Weird but creepy. You know what? I have saw some pretty creepy dolls. Yeah. And of course those creepy movies about dolls don't help any at all. So my question is, did you buy one? How you doing, sweetheart? Fran, this is Ask Any Question and I'll try to answer. Yes, prayer can help a whole lot, and you'll continue to be in my prayers. That fan's freezing me to death. I got a fan right there. It's freezing me to death, but if I turn it off, then I'll start sweating. You know, that's how we are in our body. One minute we can be freezing to death, next minute burning up. Yeah. I wake up at night and I'm sweating so much here, and it's like I'm burning, and the vent's right there. Yeah. It's like, ain't I ever gonna get over this? How'd you get so pretty? Huh? How'd you get so pretty? Yeah. I asked a little girl at church, I said, can I ask, she's 5. I said, can I ask you a question? She said, yes. I said, how'd you get so pretty? No, how'd you get so cute? And she said, well, I was in my mama's belly. I came out, and now I'm 5. I said, okay. How many? I've been to Indiana. That's it. Well, I was at Ecuador. Uh, that's a country, not a state. But my sister used to live in Indiana, and so I'd go up there and spend a week in Annapolis, Indiana, is where she lived. I've been to Tennessee, Nashville. Uh, that's it. Yeah. The farthest, and I, of course, Kentucky. I've been several places here in Kentucky, but uh, the furthest I've been is Ecuador. It was fantastic. We went to build a church. I went with 12 from our church, 3 teenagers, and I thought, oh, this might not be good. They were excellent. Excellent. Oh, I heard it's so pretty there. The preacher, Christian was his name. Bianca was his wife's name. They had 3 children, and him and his wife had prayed and prayed for a church. And of course, in Cuenca, the big city, there's all kinds of churches. Catholic churches is what they're known for. And but in Yuma, where we went, there's no churches. So all those people would have to go to Cuenca, which is really far away. And a lot of them don't drive. So the pastor went there on a mission trip, and the hurricane came, and he got stuck. He was in Cuenca, and he got stuck for 3 weeks, and they took him to, yeah, up there, way up, I'm telling you, and that's how he found out that there was a church and a need for a church. So our church and 2 other churches that pastor contacted helped build, buy the land, and then we went back and helped build. Wow, that is small. That's smaller than here. And I think Burkesville is small. Hi, Tita. This is Ask Any Question, and I'll try to answer it. So far, the questions have been kind of easy. I've been thinking about Gracie because they started the fireworks here. Have they started shooting them there? Oh, bless her heart. Oh, okay, good. I told him you have a million things to talk about, and then when you do a live, you can't think of nothing to talk about. It's like, okay, what am I to talk about? Yeah, I thought, I was sitting on the couch and I thought, okay, right now is a good time to, what's my favorite hymn? Oh, I have so many. Wow. Oh, my favorite hymn. Of course, my first one that popped in my mind is Amazing Grace. I think that's an all-time good one. Uh, wow. I like You Can Only Imagine a Mercy Me. Yes, I just said that. I have that on a big thing like this in my front room. If you can only imagine, and the chorus of that song is on it. Ruth is my favorite female in the Bible. I know a lot of people thanks Mary because she's Jesus' mother, but I dislike the story of Ruth. Yes, that is absolutely true, friend. I was telling them earlier, I couldn't find nothing beach with all these diamond paintings. I know I have a cabin by a lake, but I can't find it. I'll probably find it right at the end. No, I don't have a dolphin or a ship. But I'm looking. Have a good night, V. Yes, son. That's a good one. Do you a cat and say he's on his way to the beach? Would that work, Tita? That's nice, Sonya. And I hope you get to feeling better and I'll be praying for you. You hang in there, as we always say. Yes, there's a fan right here. I'm in my bedroom, sitting on my bed. Bella keeps trying to scoop me off the bed. You probably know that by Gracie. And there's a fan right behind where my tablet's sitting. And I was telling them I would turn it off, but then I get hot. I turn it on. Of course, I get cold. My body's just out there. Good night, Kim. Yeah, it's one of those things. You're either too hot, too cold. That's like at night. I'm constantly throwing the cover off, on, off, on. Bella's favorite treat is those bacon treats that comes in the yellow bag, and they look like bacon strips. That's her all-time favorite. her favorite food is chicken. She loves chicken. Chicken nuggets, especially. It's and chicken gets cooked a lot here. Chicken and hamburger meat, because there's so many ways you can cook it. Uh, I pretty much have chicken every day, some kind of chicken. So yeah, she loves it. I got my screens today. Remember I told you I was going to buy screens from Family Dollar to put on my drains? I got them not today, yesterday. Yes. No more little critters coming up the drain pipe and jumping at me, even though it was just a frog. Oh, honey, I am terrified. You know, arachnophobia, is that it, the word? Fear. Spiders is the worst fear I have. And the other day, I was washing my hair, as scared as I am of spiders. I was washing, I was bent over, and up out the drain, big old spider. Of course, it was about that big, but I saw it as big as my hand. I tried to drown it, put it back down the drain with the water. He was just in there swimming. I was terrified. I thought of that thing. What if I'd been in the bathtub and he'd jumped on me? I would have had a heart attack. So finally, I got rid of it. I smashed it. And then I put something over the drain. So yesterday, I bought drain. Those screen waters go over all my drains. Yeah. Ugh. No, I didn't think I was brave. That's what I had. I had the hot water. And that little sucker was like he was just swimming in that water. And I thought, and I was afraid to kill him because I was afraid I was going to get too close. But I didn't want him to be loose either and maybe get out of the tub. And then I couldn't find him. So finally, I got up to nerve because I have one of those things that you hold it, you can, like that. And I got it for Bella. So, and it's got long, well, about that long. So I got at the very end and smacked it. Then I put it down the drain. Hi, Meg. Now, snakes, if I see a snake away from me, it's okay. It can go. If it's going away from me, if it's coming towards me, it's putting its life in danger. I'm sorry. I'm not going to take a chance with her. Uh, but if it's going in the opposite direction, that's fine. Uh, and I've had, yeah. So, but spiders, I want no part of. Uh-uh. They're fuzzy. They're devious, and they like to jump. Maybe it just wasn't hot enough. But I've got a screen over it now. Cause when that frog come up, I was wiping stuff down, and all of a sudden I saw something jump, and I jumped. I was screaming, and then I looked at it and I said, "Oh, you're just a frog. I ain't afraid of you." And I reached over and picked him up and put him out. Then I come back in, stood there, and I thought, if a frog comes up the drain, there could be something else. So I put the stoppers in. So yesterday I got those little screens. Yeah, I think maybe it was just warm water because I was washing my hair. The question a while ago was, I asked everybody, had they ever counted their diamond paintings? Have you ever counted your diamond paintings, Dita? Say, Tita's brave. She has counted some of hers. How many do you have? And that's probably a good idea to keep them written in a book. The only problem with me, see, y'all are on the ball. Y'all have counted y'all. Yeah, and see, that's what most of mine are, is budget friendly. So, yeah, that's one reason why I haven't counted them, because I thought, this could be scary. But as I said, we're not hoarding, we're collecting. Yeah, that's when I was on Team McBatten. Oh, yeah. That was a big rabbit hole. And I hate 'cause that got so messed up. But as they say, all good things must come to an end. Well, that's not bad, friend. See, that's not bad. Tita, 32's not bad. You can still collect. Do like me. I've got them everywhere. I bought that big trunk to put them in. They're in one of those long totes that's got little wheels on it. It's full. Uh, there's one over here. There's some up here. There's some in my front room closet. Yeah. Yeah. But it's not our fault. It's those companies. They keep coming out with such pretty ones. And they're such so tempting. I'm going to stick with that. Oh, I didn't even know they had a sale. Bye, friend. You have a blessed night. Thank you for spending time with me. Maybe I should go look at my cart. No, no, no. I have several in my cart, but it's like, no, you're trying to control. That's one thing about Diamond Art Club. They always have a good sale. Or you can always find a code. Next question, did you go look and put in your cart? And it's strange how we can all buy diamond paintings, but it's hardly ever do you see two videos of two different people that's the same one. I window shop a lot. I've got a bunch in an Amazon cart. Yeah, because if one company puts something on sale, another company does it to, yeah, they try to do a deal too. Which at first I loved Diamond Art Club. It was my all-time favorite. Probably still is. But I've worked some Dreamer designs I thought was just as good as Diamond Art Club. I was really amazed with them. I went outside a while ago and a mosquito bit me, and now it's itching like crazy. Well, guys, this has been fun. I've enjoyed it. We're going to have to do it again. Uh, oh, see. Yes, we will do it again. This has been fun. Uh, I thank you. I appreciate you. God bless each and every one of you. You're all in my prayers. Uh, so let's hang in there. Good night, guys. Love you. Bye.